WWE SummerSlam 2025, an all-time shocking ending. When you just thought that WWE had answered all your questions, they threw out a curveball. We got not one, but two World Heavyweight Championship title defenses in a jaw-dropping conclusion to WWE SummerSlam. CM Punk, Gunther, World Heavyweight Championship on the line. They went out there and they had a 5-star classic. But that's not what fans are going to remember this event by. They were going to remember how it ended. WWE had CM Punk and Gunther go out there and have a classic. You had CM Punk beat a bloody Gunther. I mean, Gunther was a gusher by the end of this match. And you had it be CM Punk win the World Heavyweight Championship. It felt like there was a feel-good moment. And then fans started noticing, wait a minute, the referee's still in the ring. What's going on here? And CM Punk, he's celebrating in the ring. It's a feel-good moment for everyone. And then all of a sudden, burn it down, Seth Rollins' music hits. It's blaring, and he comes out on crutches with Paul Heyman. He says, just wait. You just wait. He turns around, and then he throws his crutches down. And then he sprints down to the ring with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Him, CM Punk, they start to brawl in the middle of the ring. And then the bell rings. And after Seth hit Punk with the Money in the Bank briefcase multiple times before the bell rang, he then delivered a devastating, soul-crushing, and ultimately the final dagger in the very short reign as World Heavyweight Champion for CM Punk. As Michael Cole said it, he didn't even have enough time to snap a selfie. And Seth Rollins, if he could, I think he did. I think he just topped his Money in the Bank cash in from 2015 by working everyone into thinking that he was dealing with a legitimate injury, or at least dealt with a injury in the Saturday night's main event match by winning the World Heavyweight Championship, right? Saturday night's main event, Seth is working LA Knight. Seth does an injury angle, now that we know, and the match was called off. There was reports coming out of it that everyone in the company thought Seth was injured. He was dealing with a knee injury. He was going to get an MRI. This is a shoot. And then the whole post-wrestling thing comes out, and Dave Meltzer comes out and saying, hey, John Pollock was first told, hey, I was told the Thursday beforehand there's going to be some type of injury angle. We still don't know, as of this recording, whether Seth was dealing with a prior injury and they just did the angle, whether or not he suffered the injury in the match. We don't know. But WWE just changed the landscape of faking an injury and delaying it and working everyone in the company. That has just changed. That rule of not working the boys just went out the window. So we'll see how it plays out, but a shocking conclusion to WWE SummerSlam 2025. So they opened in a very hot way with Roman Reigns teaming up with Jay Uso to take on Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. This match, it went 20 plus minutes. They worked hard. I loved the opening sequence, and oh, what outrage from the Jey Uso haters out there, because what happened was the babyfaces, they jumped the heels, got the hot advantage, right? And then all of a sudden, Reigns was like, hey, Jay, you want to yeet? And yeet mania kicked off with Jey Uso yeeting all over the ring until Roman was pulled under, and then the heels tried to get some heat. And then the match kind of developed, and we broke it down to a typical tag team match. The heels got heat. And then Jay got the hot tag to Roman. Roman hit a rare over-the-top outside dive, cleared the heels, okay? He basically did a backdrop to the floor in crazy fashion and manner, and really not like what Roman usually does in these types of matches, but he did it here, and he absolutely did a fantastic job. There was moments, including the finish, where Reigns put himself on the line. He put his body on the line. He put Jey Uso above himself, and that's exactly what happened with the finish, because Braun Breaker went in for a spear, and instead of hitting Jay like he intended, he actually hit Roman instead. And then that led to Jay clearing out Braun, and then he hit a splash off the top rope for the 1-2-3. So we will see. This feud is not over because Paul Heyman ran up the ramp. So we are going to, or walked very fastly. We're still needing a payoff there. And I don't know how they're going to get us there, but that's the direction that we're going coming out of SummerSlam. But it was Roman Reigns, Jey Uso getting the win. So it was Sami Zayn and it was Karrion Kross. This has been a feud that's just kind of been there on television, yet they opted to give them yet another singles match. I didn't think their first one was that great on PLE, and I didn't think that their SummerSlam contest was great either. Kross is one of the most frustrating guys I've ever seen, where his character is intriguing. His promos are very good, yet when he goes and he tries to wrestle, it just doesn't work and it just doesn't click. And he's such a likable guy. Like, I'm not hating on him. But clearly this feud is over with. They're moving on. I'm glad that they are. Sami likely going to win the world title next year. But as a Karrion Kross supporter, I just wish his PLE matches, his matches in general, were really, really good. And they're just not. And I can't explain it, but he put over Sami Zayn. We got new tag team champions. It's Alexa Bliss. It's Charlotte Flair. They went over Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. This was a fun match. They, in a pretty surprising move, put back-to-back tag team matches, but they worked this match completely different from the opener, where you didn't have that long, drawn-out heat segment with the heels getting the advantage. Instead, it was a pretty back-and-forth competitive match, and I thought that Alexa, Charlotte, they worked well together in seemingly a makeshift tag team. Now, both have talked about wanting to work with each other, and now they get this opportunity. Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez thrown together due to the Liv Morgan injury. They actually gelled very well, and I thought they represented the women's tag team division quite well. So I'm not mad that they got as long of a run as they did. I think it was the right move to put the belts on Charlotte and Alexa. But if you want to do a title change, say in 3-4 months, I could absolutely see Raquel and Roxanne winning them back. I am absolutely floored. Floored, stunned, shocked, any emotion you want to put up with that. Jade Cargill did not win the women's championship. Tiffany Stratton retained the women's championship. The second straight time that Tiffany Stratton went into a major match at a major PLE expecting to lose her women's championship and not doing so. These women got 7 minutes. 7. Tiffany Stratton beat Jade Cargill. She shocked the world. She did first with Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. Then at SummerSlam, it happens yet again. I don't think that this was the right call. I have a lot to say. I'll talk about this in another video, but this was a shocking finish. I did not see this. Jade Cargill was a -600 favorite going into this match. Absolutely crazy. I thought Tiffany Stratton had a wonderful title reign, but I thought it was Jade's time. And clearly WWE doesn't think that. Major mistake. Jelly Roll earned a lot of respect from a lot of people. Now, he and Randy Orton, they fell short to Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre, but this was not the greatest match, but it wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be an attraction. And the fans in attendance on Saturday night made this match. They had them in the palm of their hands. And these guys went out there, did exactly what they needed to do. Didn't do too much, didn't do too little. It was absolutely perfect. They crushed it. Props to Jelly Roll. You can tell that he trained his butt off. He really worked hard in this one. He took it seriously. And I give him all the props in the world for going out there and doing exactly what he needed to do.